All right, I'm ready. Hello, good morning. It's the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Brent Ampers. I don't even have my headphones on right.
Are you on all untangled?
Okay, we have headphones that they have long cords on them. Okay, and
you got a mess over there. That gets worse every day.
The cord. Let me try to do that. The cord got trapped underneath the chair. The chair's got rollers, and the chair was on top of the headphone cord, so I rolled off of it instead of rolling off of it, or I intended to roll off of it. Instead of doing that, I got the cord trapped further in the wheel. So I was trying to take care of all that. That's why there was just a momentary delay after the intro. I apologize. Telling you what, being a radio DJ is not as easy as some people might think. I'll get us on camera, too.
Headphone untangling and everything.
I think we're on Facebook. All right. So let me try to fix this here. Just a minute. There. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now you're feeling fine. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Was it yesterday? Again, I think I've mentioned this before. I forget conversations that we have here at the radio station. I forget if they were held on the air or if we held these conversations off the air. But was I talking about trying to make the perfect over easy egg? Flip the egg? I was talking about that on the air. Okay. I should have taken a picture. I think this morning I did it.
Did you do it?
I completely completely messed up on the eggs I was cooking for my wife, but mine I think I got just perfect.
You put pepper on your eggs?
Absolutely.
Right in the pan?
So, yeah, sometimes in the pan I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a little bit more when I take it out of the pan. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I thought I was going to have a fabulous day. Starting the day off that way, I took the spatula, got it underneath, flipped it, didn't break it or anything like that, had a really good over easy egg. And then I come here and I get my headphones caught in the chair. And now I'm just flustered.
Well, you might as well just go home. The day's ruined. No way you can recover now.
Are you telling me I can?
You always have a choice, Brent.
Oh. So in other words, what you're saying, reading between the lines, I always have a choice on whether I leave. I just may not have a choice of coming back. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, you may just have one less vacation day when you come back the next day.
Okay.
You can always leave.
Okay. Oh, boy. Did you have a good night?
Yeah. It was a good night.
I was having a great night. I was watching, I have this, kind of my Father's Day present every year is the MLB app. I get like every radio broadcast of every single Major League Baseball team on the app.
Gotcha.
And they do what they call their free game of the day on MLB TV. And the free game of the day was San Diego versus Chicago Cubs.
Now, who would want to watch that?
I know. And the Cubs have
That's why it was free. They're trying to up their ratings.
So, So anyway, I'm like, you know what? I know they're, well, you mentioned it yesterday. The Fox Sports report that we do was even calling them the slumping Cubs yesterday. That kind of hurt. But they lost, like 7 in a row or something like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance because Kyle Hendricks was healthy and he was going to pitch. And so I'm like, I'm going to watch the professor. Oh, man, he had his stuff. I mean, he was just pitching beautifully. Wilson Contreras, first 2 times up, 2 home runs. Cubs are leading 5-0.
Everything's going right.
Going into the 6th inning, 5-0. I'm having a great time. I'm like, you know what? This is great. We're scoring a few runs. Hendricks was great. Well, then Kyle had to be taken out of the game. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We go to the bullpen.
Is that typically not a good thing?
No, not really. But I was still optimistic. I'm like, we've got a 5-run cushion.
Yeah.
You want to know what the final score was? 12-5, San Diego.
Oh, no.
I'm just like,
wow.
I'm going to bed.
Holy cow.
It was terrible. Okay, let's see here. What is today? Today, for all of you Star Wars fans, today is National Kiss a Wookiee Day. So
okay,
there you go. They got a day for everything.
I know lots of Wookiees.
Yes. Okay. It's National Smile Power Day. Share the power of a smile. Studies have proven that smiling can help reduce stress.
Okay.
So smile today.
Another great study.
Okay.
Groundbreaking work they're doing in those studies.
Yes. It's also Go Fly a Kite Day. Today is Go Fly a Kite Day. You can
literally fly a kite or tell someone to go fly a kite?
I didn't really pre-read this. I'm trying to figure that out. Says you can thank Benjamin Franklin for it. 270 years ago on June 15th, 1752, Franklin discovered electricity by flying a kite in a thunderstorm with a key tied to the end of it. Or did he? In the article he wrote about it, he described it as a theoretical key. It also explains why he didn't turn into barbecue, it says. But anyway.
There were some big kites up at the Melham Park this past weekend.
Boy, that's a great place to go fly a kite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Humongous. I mean, they're as big as a house, the ones that they put up in the air. There's some of the ones that you see during the kite flight in Calloway sometimes. Yeah. Big. One looked like an octopus that had these big, long tentacles hanging all the way down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
When I was growing up, we'd go out to Grandpa and Grandma's out on the farm, and we would put the kites up in the air. My dad rigged up I had a Superman kite.
Mm.
And, it was a good one. It really would get up there. But my dad rigged this thing. He put the string on a fishing reel.
Oh, wow.
And so
all the other kids were cutting up their hands, getting their line back in, and you just reeling it in?
I was reeling them in, baby.
Jeez.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone was jealous of Brent Apperson's kite game.
Yeah. Let's see. Here are your birthday. Do you get email on your phone?
Uh-huh.
Can you access your email?
Yeah.
Can you go to it right now?
Yeah.
I think that Dave forwarded us local birthdays. I think Dave gets, when Dave does birthdays in the morning, he usually does some birthdays of local folks or people with local ties, and I think he gets them off of his Facebook page is where he gets them. And I want to say that I didn't really look at my email close this morning, but it seemed like maybe there was an email sent from him that had the local birthdays on it.
Yeah, there's some of them. Have you found that? Here. Yep.
Okay. You want to do those? And then I'll do the celebrity birthdays.
Yep. Joni Ritchie, Rhonda Sheneman, Monica Blakely, Cindy Peterson, and Travis Johnson celebrating a birthday
Travis
today.
Johnson?
Yep.
All right. Well, happy birthday to all of you. And if you're celebrating a birthday today, here are the celebrities that you're celebrating with. Courtney Cox, actress, age 58, probably known best as Monica on the TV sitcom Friends. Neil Patrick Harris is 49. Got started as Doogie Howser M.D. Went on to star in How I Met Your Mother and other movies and Broadway plays and such. He's 49. Now, for all of you who are fans of 80s music, this one's for you. Russell Hitchcock is 73. You may say, who is he? Well, he was the lead singing half of the popular Australian pop duo Air Supply.
Oh, yes.
He's 73. Helen Hunt, award-winning actress. She is 59. Ice Cube.
The Cube Man.
You know what his real name is?
I should know it, but I don't.
O'Shea Jackson.
Oh, gosh. That's frustrating. I knew that.
53 today.
All right.
Those are your birthdays. I want to remind you that if you are headed to the courthouse this week, we do remind you that they are currently working on the front of the courthouse, and the east doors are not usable, so they're asking that you please enter through the west doors. That's at the Custer County Courthouse for this week. They thank you for your patience and cooperation. You want to play the game?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. It's Big Pig Day. Free pig in a blanket from Runza is what you're playing for today. And you got to answer this question right by calling 872-2801. So we're starting with Father's Day questions. It's, of course, coming up Sunday, June 19th. These questions are about TV fathers. So what I'm going to do is tell you about a father. You tell me the name of the TV character.
Oh,
That's what it
now,
says here.
okay, now what again? You're going to give us...
I'll tell you about a father. You tell me the name of the TV character.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Okay, so question number 1. He is a man who loved a woman named Lucy, both on and off the screen. Who was this husband? Was it A, Gomez Addams, B, Carl Winslow, C, Ricky Ricardo, or D, Kevin Kinkirk?
Okay, there you go. Those are your choices.
Yes, 872-2801.
Maya really loves working at Runza.
Yeah, plus all my friends work here. Caleb, Addie, Micah, Runza Rex.
I'm sorry, the last one again?
Micah?
I think it was Runza Rex?
Oh yeah, the dinosaur. That guy is nuts. Makes an incredible cheese Runza, though.
Amazing, even with those tiny little arms. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
All right, we have our contestant on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
This is James Thompson.
Well, how are you this morning?
I am doing well. How about you?
We're doing good here. Let's see if we can make you a winner. Here's Jeremy with the question.
All right, we're looking for a man who loved a woman named Lucy, both on and off the screen. Was it Gomez Addams, Carl Winslow, Ricky Ricardo, or Kevin Kinkirk?
I'd say Ricky Ricardo.
That's right.
Yay, we got a winner. All right. Hey, because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that's going to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. So come on out and see us when you can.
I sure will.
All right. Thanks for calling.
You bet.
Bye. There you go. I'm going to love these questions because I'm a fan of the old classic 30-minute TV shows.
Yeah, I don't know any of the... I'm previewing the questions for the week. Still don't know any of these people.
Really?
Really?
Man.
Oh, come on.
Let's name another one. A few questions down that I don't know. I don't know who Fred Crane is. Who's Fred Crane?
I think I do.
Fred Crane.
Now, I've heard this name, but I have no idea who it is, and you're probably going to lose your mind on me. Who's Herman Munster?
Oh, well, of course, yeah. Okay, the Munsters. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It's okay, Jeremy. It was before your time. You're all right.
You can't fault me for that. There's plenty of people on shows today. I could ask you. It all works the same.
Yes, I know exactly. Exactly.
You're like, who?
What? But that was one of the things that I liked most about when we first got cable television is so many of the cable TV channels would show the old TV shows.
Right.
And that's how I got introduced to them when I was growing up because we got cable TV. And the Munsters was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So, Trish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Trish with Designs of Distinction with us here to visit on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Been busy? I assume you have been.
It's been a little crazy, which is a good thing.
That's good.
And, yeah, going up to Taylor area today, put up some shades and do a quote up there, another one. So, yay. Around there.
Are there times of the season where it's busier for you, or times of the year, or is it just kind of it kind of depends? I'm guessing, but
it kind of depends, but a lot of it has to do like before big events.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the
Someone's getting
holidays
ready for
coming,
something.
Yeah, or a wedding or a graduation.
I was going to say hosting a
The
graduation.
weddings and all of that stuff is all fluent. That can be any time of the year, and graduations are a big deal. So I had a lady that I was working with, and she said, well, how long does it take? And I said, well, about 2 to 3 weeks at the max. And she goes, oh, then I'm within my time frame. And I said, what was that? And she said, my son graduating high school. And I said, well, it's next year, so it's coming up. You're not too bad. She goes, no, it's like 2 years away. I'm like, wow, you're really ahead of the game.
That is planning ahead.
Good job.
Wow. I assume that, and I think you've talked about this too, but if someone is, like, say, building a new house, I know you've went into
Yes.
those and kind of done things, and I'm guessing before the house is finished, it's easier for you to go in even before that.
Yes.
And measure
Well,
things and get things ready, especially if you're doing
The
computerized,
motorization,
motorized things.
Motorization, that's the biggie. If I can, help people in any way, if they've got the big 3-story windows sections going on, if there's a way to run that electric, when those walls are open, it is the best time in the world to run those lines, because you can do it. Then you don't have to worry about batteries. And even though the NiCad batteries that they've got out now for the shades, they will go up and down hundreds of times before they need to be charged. But sooner or later, you're going to have, and it's a USB charger. So sooner or later, you're going to climb that ladder, pull that cord out, run an extension cord and get that plugged in and let those batteries charge. But some of the other ones are, they'll outlast us as far as the battery life goes. But, every once in a while you have to charge them.
Yeah. Have I ever asked you what is the largest shade or whatever that you have put up?
12 foot by 12 foot. So big window. Yeah.
Wow, I would say
144 by 144. Yeah, that was a fun, crazy.
I'm sure it was.
What holds something like that up?
It was a roller shade, actually, like
Oh,
you
wow.
have in here. Yeah, they can go up to that size, but there's actually what they call spring assist, and the ones like at the hospital are 102 to 109. So, a little bit bigger than that and deeper. That one's almost 86 inches long, I think. So. Once you get past that size, you almost inside of there, they have a spring assist. And, it's basically you just kind of tug on the cord and the shade goes up really slowly, because something that big, it's, like a gorilla would have to pull it up because it's so big. So they're pretty much strictly commercial. They're a big deal. But we've also had churches do them that big for projection.
Oh, okay.
Because they can make that a white shade and almost like a projection screen. Used to be when, remember the old ones that you used to, pull out, the feet would come out and then you'd pull it up and it hooked at the top. And we all loved them because they were the greatest things in the world. But yeah, now they put them up with like a roller shade system. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
are there new things coming out in regards to shades and blinds, or
new fabrics? We're seeing a lot of new fabrics. I have a cellular shade that has a waterfall effect. That's really pretty. It's a very beautiful shade, but real wide, so more on the contemporary side. And you'd almost need a big window to make it, get that impression of that shock value when you first see it, because it is very different.
So it looks like
It
there's
just has
a
these
waterfall?
soft curves on the front. So instead of being a cellular that's very rigid, and this just gives you that soft curve on the front. And the what we call zebra shades, but each company has their own name for it. So it's a striped shade. So you can adjust it where you can see through it, and then when you align the panels, then it's privacy. So yeah, a lot of different things out there, and most of it's fabrics now.
Yeah, boy, we really have advanced from the old white one that you would pull down, and then you would keep trying to get it to go back up,
and when it did go up,
and then it would get stuck up at the top, and you'd have to climb up there and get. So, wow. What about the upholstery? I know you've kind of been working on that a little bit, haven't you?
I have been. I've been taking online classes, and right now it's just a supply issue. Getting the supplies and finding places that have the supplies. I just found a new place in Kansas City, so there might be a road trip in our future.
There you go.
Yeah, and we have a granddaughter visiting for 10 days.
Nice.
So we are going to take a little trip up to Rapid City and come back. And yeah, so things are exciting. We're going up to Taylor today to do some work. And yeah, so it's work and play.
Yeah, that's a good combination.
It is.
Let's see. I had a question, then I lost my train of thought.
Flew out.
How's the best way to get a hold of you, Trish?
Phone or text. 308-870-3677, and anytime, just give me a text and I call you back. Leave a message if I don't happen to answer. So other than that, it's all good.
All right.
Life is good.
Anything else you want to share before we let you go?
There is a golf tournament Friday at for Rotary at the golf course. So come on down and, play around a golf. It's simple 9 holes, but a lot of great prizes. I'm donating golf ball 24, I guess, big box of golf balls from Kirkland, which are supposed to be some really good golf balls from Costco.
Yeah. All right.
So come on down. Are you all playing this year?
Well, we would like to. We had a local sports event come up on us, so we're actually going to go to Sutherland and do a all-star basketball game on the radio. But we definitely had planned to go over and play in it.
It was on our calendar.
It was on our calendar.
Well, we'll miss you this year because
we'll miss playing in it because it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. So.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Trish, thank you. It's great to see you.
Good to see you all.
Trish, our guest from Designs of Distinction on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Aero Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Good to have you with us here on this Wednesday morning. And we've got our good friend Mark over there at Trade Winds Marina, just outside Loop City. They're at Sherman Reservoir on the phone with us. Mark, good morning. How are you today?
Good, good. Look, got a little rain last night.
Did you? I was going to ask you how things have went. I know that around this area in the last week or so, we've even had some shots of severe weather, unfortunately, hitting portions of our area. What's the weather kind of been doing over that direction the last week?
Well, had a little bit of hail last night, but I mean it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, good.
I haven't looked at the rain gauge yet this morning to see how much rain we actually did get. But any little bit helps.
Boy, that's for sure. Yeah, after what we went through in especially March and April, nobody's going to turn away rain, I don't think.
No.
So what's happening over there at Tradewinds Marina? What do you have coming up here, Mark?
Actually, this weekend is our Servicemen of Heartland Veterans event.
Great.
We got some veterans and a few first responders coming. Gonna take them out fishing for a couple days and feed them and just show them a good time.
Well, I know that that is something that is very important to you and very close to you, and that is certainly recognizing those folks who have given service to our country. And sounds like you're going to have a great weekend ahead.
Yeah, it might be a little hot, but we'll take care of them and keep them hydrated. And if they need to come in and get in some AC, we got that set up. So we'll get them all taken care of, and hopefully we can get them on some good fish.
Yeah, wonderful. You kind of bring up that. It reminds me that you look at the calendar, boy, July 4th isn't really all that far away. Do you have some things kind of planned on July 4th coming up around the marina and around the Sherman Reservoir area?
Yeah, looks like we're going to be able to have our fireworks the way it sounds. I mean, it's still kind of touch and go, so
sure.
Which that's a big thing for us. That's a heck of a display. Dorsey Pyrotechnics is going to be putting it on again this year out of Sunken Cove, and should be a really good display again this year. So
yeah, I've never been able to get over there for it, Mark. But I assume that where they light them off, I'm guessing a lot of people are out in their boats watching them go off. That's kind of got to be a neat scene.
Yep. Yeah, you can set out in the Trail 6 and 8 in your boat and watch them, or there's plenty of places around the marina that you can park and throw a blanket down in the grass and watch them as well.
Yeah. So tell us about availability for campsites and everything. You kind of booked up for the weekend ahead, or what's it kind of looking like in the near future?
We have a few, not this weekend, but next weekend. We have a few campsites available and a few cabins available, and then 4th of July, of course, we're booked up.
Yeah.
So,
Mark, I don't know if I've ever asked you how large are your cabins that you rent out?
Most of them have most of them will sleep 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got to ask you, how's the fishing been? Has it kind of been up and down? What are some of the reports you're getting?
Actually, the walleye they've been doing really, really good on. It's kind of transitioned into a live bait bite right now, so it's been really good for the people who have gotten out. I mean, I would have thought this heat would have kind of slowed them down, but they were killing them yesterday. So
yeah. What about the recreational boating? Have you been seeing a little bit more of that now that we're getting deeper into the summertime and some of these warmer days have surfaced?
Yeah, with fuel prices and that, I thought it would probably be a little bit slower with that this year, but there's a number of people out there wakeboarding and actual water skiing is kind of apparently a thing of the past anymore. But I mean, there's been a few out there, and we get a lot of people just out for a cruise. So
yeah. The one thing I always liked about Sherman Reservoir was even if the wind was blowing a little bit, it seemed like you could always find a place out at Sherman where you could kind of get away from the wind a little bit and still have a great time out on the lake. Oh yeah, that is a great thing about Sherman. There's so many coves you can get back in, get out of the wind. It's just that is one of the good things about it compared to
I mean, nothing against like Calamus or McConaughey or any of that, but you get a wind out of the right direction there, and them lakes get pretty mean pretty quick.
Yeah, boy, that's for sure. What about the water level, Mark? Is it still pretty good, or?
We're at full right now.
Are you full yet? Good.
Yep. Which I'm very thankful for. The way things are going. Earlier this year, I was wondering how much water we're going to have by the 4th.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, tell us, before we let you go, give us a little lineup as far as what you're serving. Is it still wings on Wednesday?
Yep. Wednesday wings, and it's actually turned into kind of a I don't know, a local favorite or whatever. It seems like we got a lot of people showing up every week for it, and it's good. They're really good. I've had a lot of compliments on them, and we're going to keep her going as long as we can get wings.
All right, sounds good. Refresh everybody about your hours, Mark. When are you open, and when can they come in and see you?
All right, our hours are 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. Our grill hours are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday nights, our wings are from 5 till 8. And then on Fridays, our grill is open till 8.
Okay. All right.
And on Wednesdays, we just do wings and appetizers.
Okay. All right.
On Wednesday evenings.
Sounds good. All right. Well, Mark, always enjoy visiting with you. Anything else you want to share with our listeners before we let you go for today?
There's a lot of motorcycles out. There's a lot more motorcycles than normal with the fuel prices and that. Just be careful with them out there. Watch for them.
Yeah, good reminder, for sure. Well, Mark, we enjoy visiting with you. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
There you go, Mark, over at Trade Winds Marina, Sherman Reservoir, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Federal Reserve could announce its biggest interest rate hike in almost 30 years today. Zandy's chief economist, Mark Zandy, says it's a delicate dance.
They want to raise rates high enough, fast enough, so that the economy doesn't overheat and exacerbate the high inflation that we have right now. But they don't want to raise rates too fast, too far, and push the economy into recession.
Donald Trump's influence ripples through yesterday's primaries. Incumbent Republican Tom Rice lost his congressional race after voting to impeach the former president.
I had hoped that the situation would be reversed, but this seat doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the voters, right? And so it's what they want, not what I want.
Homes and bridges washed away in historic flooding in and around Yellowstone National Park. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
Usually a destination for more than 2 million visitors each summer, the sprawling 2.2 million acre park is now evacuated.
Parts of the park could be closed for the rest of the summer. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Nebraska News. A federal judge in Nebraska has removed a major obstacle for activists who want to legalize medical marijuana via a ballot campaign, ruling that petition circulators no longer have to gather signatures from at least 5% of voters in 38 or more counties. U.S. District Judge John Girard issued an order Monday to temporarily bar the state from enforcing the requirement, which is enshrined in the Nebraska Constitution to guarantee at least some buy-in from rural voters before an issue can appear on a statewide ballot. Girard wrote in his ruling, which will remain in effect until a final decision is made, quote, "The state of Nebraska is absolutely free to require a showing of statewide support for a ballot initiative, but it may not do so based on units of dramatically differing population, resulting in discrimination among voters," unquote. Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen said he'll appeal the ruling. That's your Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ralph Irvin.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals not until Thursday. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. not until tonight. So plenty of Major League Baseball from Tuesday, including the Dodgers snapping a 3-game losing streak. They beat the Angels 2-0. The Halos have lost 17 of their last 19 games. Eugenio Suarez, Ty France, each going deep. Seattle shut out Minnesota 5-0. The Giants 4-2 winners over Kansas City. San Francisco only 5 hits in that contest. Cincinnati has taken 3 straight. Tuesday, they scored twice in the 12th to escape with a 5-3 win at Arizona. Jose Ramirez, an RBI double in the 10th, lifting Cleveland past Colorado 4-3. In San Diego, a 12-5 winner over the Chicago Cubs. Luke Voit, 5 RBI in the Padres win. They are just behind the Dodgers in the National League West. Atlanta's won 13 straight. They dropped Washington 10-4.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. For today, a slight chance for a shower or storm ending early on, otherwise clearing skies into the afternoon with high temperatures in the lower 80s. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies will drop back to a low of 55. Heating up on Thursday to a high of 92 with lots of sunshine, and that warming trend continuing even into your Friday as well, a high of 96 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you can get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. The typical family saves $500 a month switching to MediShare. And that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. It's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network, so yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. If you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number you need. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
Back on the Breakfast Show, currently at our studios, 59 degrees. According to the weather sheet, a trace of precipitation yesterday. Precip total holding at 2 inches 8/100ths. That's recorded here at our studios. Nice day yesterday. High yesterday was 83. The low dropped to 58. Sunset for this evening 9:13. Sunrise tomorrow 6:04. Like another nice day in store today, and then it starts to warm up.
It does a bit, yes.
So did I hear hundreds for the weekend?
Yeah, I think Saturday 101 was the last I looked, and then Sunday maybe a chance to get up to 102. So get those outdoor activities done in the morning and the late evening.
There you go. You were telling me, there's a story that I was reading this morning. You actually were telling me about this yesterday. Of course, we've been talking a little bit about the NBA Finals. Jeremy's a big Boston fan. Of course, they got a big game tomorrow night, right? Is Game 6?
Yes, Game 6 in Boston.
Well, a guy who looks a lot like NBA star Klay Thompson, who plays for Golden State, he has been banned from Golden State Warriors home games for life.
For life, yep.
Now here's the reason why. He's basically a Klay Thompson look-alike. So the thing is, he knows he looks like Thompson, and once even fooled the arena's security guards and took shots on the court. I didn't know this. Took shots on the court for 10 minutes.
That's what got him banned this time around. He showed up so early before the game. He walked through all levels of security. He was wearing a Golden State Warriors hoodie.
And you said he was like taking selfies with people who thought they were taking a picture with Klay Thompson.
The parking attendant, he's got like a somewhat fancy convertible. Looks like a player, like what an NBA player would be driving. He just drives it up into, and you know, they're not going to ask Klay Thompson, who plays for the Warriors, for his parking voucher or whatever. So they're like, hey, Klay, and they're freaking out. And these parking attendants that have never seen any of the players come through their particular parking lot, their first thought is, holy cow, he's going through our, not, oh, I've never seen a player before.
Something is suspicious about this.
Yeah, they're not
that.
suspicious at all. They're taking selfies with him and stuff. He goes through all lines of security during Game 5 of the NBA Finals this last time. Shows up before basically anyone's in the arena, and he went out on the court and shot hoops for 10 minutes, dressed up like Klay Thompson, without anyone saying a word to him until someone realized.
Now, I would think that the one thing that would give him away is when he started taking shots on the court.
Well, the thing is, he was drilling them.
He was making them.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
That's something. The guy's name is Dawson Gurley. He posted the whole thing on Instagram, apparently.
Yeah.
The Warriors saw it and sent him a letter threatening to charge him with trespassing if he ever came back.
You know, I think that it's rare these days, but I think that's an opportunity for the Warriors to get some really good PR out of something like that. Not that they need extra PR. They've got great players on the court. But, you know, I guess they get PR out of it either way. But the only PR they're getting is knowing that their security is horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. All you got to have is a goatee and be tall and put on a Golden State Warriors hoodie, and you're going to roll right into the stadium.
That is something. That's quite the story. Yeah.
You'll have to look at the video. It's hilarious.
I will have to.
Oh, everyone. He's walking down the hallways, and let's get a win tonight, Klay. Like, they're yelling out to him.
But it wasn't
great.
Klay.
He's like, I feel like royalty. This is amazing.
Oh, man, that's something. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. .15 on this Wednesday morning, and we have our good friend Ryan Anderson with The Garden Center in the studio with us. Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Going great. How are things with you?
Oh, not too bad.
Busy, I'm guessing, over at the garden center.
Yeah, a little bit, kind of winding off,
Yeah.
winding down a little bit. So.
I know that in the past, I guess we can say couple of weeks probably, we've had some weather, severe weather in the area. Have people been coming in needing to replant on some occasions with what has happened around the area?
Yes.
Yeah. The way you respond to that, I'm guessing maybe more people than wanted to.
Yeah, more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had that frost there in late May.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And then last week we had some frozen precipitation. So that was kind of hard on stuff.
Yeah.
So, yep. That kind of finished us off as far as being able to restock some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have some cucumbers and zucchini, that sort of thing left. Some hot peppers, no bell peppers. But yeah, that got cleaned out pretty fast last week. So
Mm-hmm.
we'd even restocked Tuesday morning, and then between Sunday night and Tuesday night, that kind of finished things off. So
Yeah. When you say hot peppers, how hot is hot?
we got right up to the Carolina Reaper.
Oh my goodness!
I planted one of those last year.
Did you?
No, I think it was a ghost pepper actually, and I thought, I'll put one in like a batch of salsa or whatever. I didn't even really make it through cutting the thing open. It wrecked my night. It ruined my night. Like, you need to put on goggles, and I was cutting it up with a knife, and I had a tiny little piece on the end of my knife, and I just kind of put it on my tongue, and I was coughing and sneezing.
So it was
tears
hot.
were streaming down my face, and yeah, I put like maybe a sprinkling of it in that one batch of salsa, and that's about all I would ever want.
Yeah. Do you like the hot pepper?
I
Ryan?
do not.
Don't?
No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that looked pathetic in my garden too, because I took that one pepper off of it and then I never touched it for the rest of the season. So I had this great looking pepper plant with about 70 peppers on it. I'm not touching them.
Yeah, I go for more the fooled you jalapeno.
Oh,
says it's a jalapeno, but it's
a little milder.
No heat.
Yeah.
So, but we have some jalapenos and Anaheims and like habanero, serrano, ghost.
Yeah.
So
good.
A few of those left. A lot of we have. If you're looking to fill a spot in a container, flower container or something, annual flower, that way we still have some stuff left that way as well. So
okay,
been kind of resorting and moving everything up and got everything out there. So, but other than last week, like I said, we kind of ran out of tomatoes and stuff at the end, but otherwise I feel pretty good about our inventory for the time of year we're at.
Yeah,
I guess so. Still have some perennials and people working in their landscapes. We still have that sort of material left, shrubs and a lot of hydrangeas and dogwoods, spirea bushes, that sort of thing, perennial grasses, along with some perennial flowers and stuff too out in the outside and in our new greenhouse out there. So if you're needing that kind of stuff, stop out and take a look. We also have mulch in bags and bulk. We got plenty of that on hand, and different kinds of rock, the mud rock or the washed mud rock and washed river rock. We have some bulk and bags of both of that. So
okay,
if you're working on those type of projects, we got plenty of that stuff. We still have some nice fruit trees as far as like apple varieties go. Still got plenty of those. Maybe a couple cherry trees in there. So I do have an overabundance of evergreens, and so we're going to be putting those on sale here. Different sizes of Norway spruce, Colorado spruce, and then some Black Hill spruce. Those are the varieties that we will be trying to get rid of, I guess. So got a nice sale going on those. And the thing about when we actually do put stuff on sale, it is a bargain. We don't jack our price up and then say it's 20% off. So there'll be some good bargains to be had on those. So if you're looking at putting in a windbreak, or just a single tree in your yard or whatever, come talk to us, and we'll get you squared away there. So
how enjoyable has it been to have the new greenhouse for this season? I'm sure that it's been enjoyable.
Yeah, coming through March and April, the way the weather was, it was nice to be able to have stuff in there and not worry about frost, or the cold and the wind and whatnot. It's been great to have. We're still trying to figure out how to most efficiently use it, I guess. So still working on some things there, but I think it's going to be a pretty good asset for us.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, and maybe figuring out a better flow or what have you. But yeah, it's the other night when those storms have came through, we in the past we've had to move a lot of stuff inside and try and keep from getting damaged, and it's nice to be able to have for sure. So and it just frees up a lot of space. I mean, right there around Mother's Day, where we had where we tend to sell out of hanging baskets fast. In the past we've had them sitting about everywhere we can in the big retail greenhouse, and this year we was able to bring in, have a supply in there and just kind of fill up every day and keep our rails inside looking full. So it's been good, I think.
So, are you still on your summer hours, Ryan? What are your hours right now?
Yep, we're still 7 days a week, open at 10 every day. Tuesday through Friday we run till about 5:30, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday we're there till 4. So and whenever the last person leaves, really.
That's kind of what determines your hours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Father's Day coming up this weekend. I know that there's a lot of dads out there that like to spend time in the garden and things like that, and I'm sure that you've got things that can fit the bill for a gift, and certainly a gift certificate, I'm guessing, is a good gift.
Yep. Plant a tree with Dad or whatever. So we got some.
Give Dad a bucket load of washed river rock.
Yeah.
Tell him to get on that landscaping project he's been putting off. I'm afraid that's what's coming my direction.
Oh, yeah?
I've had the edge rock sitting in our back field for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But I just haven't put the spade in the ground to start cutting out those new flower beds.
It's getting the material is one thing. Getting the ambition to actually do the project is another thing sometimes, isn't it?
We got some of those root slayer shovels in. So.
Do ya? Okay. All right. Don't let Dave hear that. I think he's still planning on getting one for his neighbor to come over and use on his yard.
Oh, there you go.
But these, you talk about the root slayer shovel. These things have become really popular. I think you told a story the last time you were in about someone from out of the area, right? That was really wowed by him and picked one up.
Yeah, I think he'd been a landscaper or worked for a landscaping company and really liked those. And I want to say Florida, maybe.
Yeah.
Florida or Kansas City. I can't remember where it came through from, but yeah, I've seen those and picked one up. So
they're good for cutting through grass roots or like tree roots or like anything.
Tree roots. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's. I don't like to take trees out, like dead trees when they die, and I mean like little ones, that haven't made it. But I got kind of volunteered to take one out last summer, and I took that shovel along with me in about probably 5 minutes. I had it out. So it makes the work a lot easier.
Wow, sounds like it.
It's kind of jagged on the edge, a little sawtooth, and I don't know. It's long like a is it a tile spade that's kind of long and narrow or something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, they work really well.
And you still you got things for the lawn too, right? You kind of have a lawn program.
Yep. So we're kind of in the second, third stage of that. Green Maker's the application that you could put on now from now till probably August. It's basically quite a bit of iron and maybe a little bit of nitrogen. That's a granular. It needs watered in. Also right now would be the time to apply the Grub free zone. Now to it's getting a little late in July, but we also have that product available too if you have problems with grubs or subsoil insects. That's also a granular product that's spread and needs watered in, so got that going as well.
All right. Anything else you wanted to mention here this morning?
I don't think so. Our location is southeast side of Broken Bow, turned by the new Dollar General. Go a block south and a couple blocks back west. It still amazes me. We have 3 or 4 people in the last week that never knew we were back there. So a couple of them were new to the area for a couple of years, but it still amazes me that the Custer County Garden Center has been there since like 1998.
Yeah.
People are still finding us back there. So, but which is good.
It's kind of its own little oasis back there, right in the middle of town. So.
Yeah, big windmill in the parking lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, glad it's been a good season, and we appreciate you coming in, and we'll talk to you next time.
Come out and get an evergreen.
There you go.
Get an evergreen.
On sale.
Because they're going on sale, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ryan, thanks.
Thank you.
Ryan Anderson with the Garden Center, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Father's Day will be here this Sunday. Give the dad you know something special from Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. They have a great selection of cards to tell dad just how special he is to you. And delicious Russell Stover candies. Plus, save 20% off Father's Day gift ideas, including wallets, signs for his man cave, and men's Montana Silversmith jewelry options. Shop for Father's Day at Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads and father figures out there. We love celebrating dads at Bow Bootery, so come and see us. Save 20% off Sabona magnetic bracelets and 20% off sandals and flip-flops for Dad. Not sure what he'd like? Give the gift of a gift certificate and let Dad do the shopping. Happy Father's Day from Bow Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KB.
Call 308-872-5800 to reserve your free 30-minute assessment.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we have Linda Tehan in the studio now. Want to say thanks, by the way, to Custer Federal State Bank. They are kind of sponsoring this time as we visit with Linda, who is here with the Scenic Byway. And oh my goodness, do we have a lot to talk about, because Linda, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, there's a lot of things coming up, and I want to give a shout out to Broken Bow for what all you did last week. My gosh, this town was buzzing. I was here, I think it was Wednesday, and the brand riders had gone through. Yes. The brand started, that's Bicycle Ride Across Nebraska. They had started in Alliance on Sunday, spent the night, Monday night they spent in Hyannis, had a wonderful turnout there. 350 bike riders. That's a lot of people to travel our byway. And then Tuesday night they were in Thedford, and actually I take that back. They started in Alliance, spent the night in Hyannis, then in Thedford, and then Tuesday they came through Dunning and got on the Arnold Road, went to Calloway, spent the night, and Calloway had just had that awful hail on Sunday night, I've heard?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it was just terrible. So how they got ready for them, I don't know. But anyway, so then they came across here and pedaled on to Ord, and that was on Wednesday. And Wednesday was also the start of the ANAC here.
The art conference.
Yes, and that was a very big deal. So I came down and went out to the barn, and we welcomed the ANAC people. By the afternoon, the bike riders were pretty well pedaled on through. Did you see them out here?
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see them?
I saw a few. Yes, coming across.
350 of them. That's a lot of. That's a lot of revenue for our little towns.
Yes.
And everyone is so receptive to them. So anyway, the ANAC was well attended. They had a lot of pieces of art, and then they went to the Wild Rose after they were at the barn, and then they went to the theater and watched Ocean of Grass, the participants. And I think that went on, 3 days, 4 days? They were done Saturday.
Yeah, they started Wednesday and went through Saturday, I think.
So.
Yeah.
I was just here for the one day. But anyway, so first of all, I want to thank Custer Federal for giving us this time slot. You mentioned them in the beginning, and I want to say again, thank you for this. Okay, gentlemen, I walked in and I said, we're going to have a test today.
I know, and I got nervous. I get stressed out when I'm told I'm going to have a test.
Well, we have a new program in Nebraska, and it's by the Nebraska State Historical Society Foundation. And they wrote to us and asked, I'm talking the Sandhills Heritage Museum in Dunning, and asked for some information about us. And so we replied, sent them a picture, and we are in it. And it starts in the Museum of the Fur Trade in Chadron, if you've ever been there or not. Guys, have you ever been there?
No, I've been to Chadron to do some football games, but I've never been to the museum. No,
this is a world-class museum. I used to live in Chadron, and it is just amazing what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you travel around. But on our byway, we have the Thomas County Historical Society and the Sandhills Heritage Museum. And if you'll turn to the middle of the book, there's all of the museums that are listed.
Oh, one map.
Yes. And what you do, this is kind of like the Nebraska Tourism Passport. You pick up one of these books and you can write to the Historical Society to get one, but go to one of these museums listed, pick up the book, and then we give you a little sticker. And you go around to these museums around the state and collect these stickers, and then send this middle part in with your name and address, and they have prizes for people. Again, it's like the tourism, the Nebraska Tourism Passport is what it's similar to. But anyway, I just want to go back here to the Sandhills Heritage Museum, and we have a picture of two cowboys. And these two cowboys are from Blaine County, Brewster, in fact, and they were in Hastings over the weekend, and it's Zach Bradley and Cooper Bass, and I want to say congratulations to them. They're second in the state in team roping. and they are going to nationals. This is their 4th year going to the National High School Rodeo, and this is a wonderful story. A year ago, they were ready to go to nationals, and Zach had a horse accident, broke up his leg, bad. So he couldn't participate last fall, and he's given up calf roping for the time being, but he's still team roping, and he came back. Oh man, did he come back this spring? Enough points that they ended up second.
That is a neat story.
Yes, it is. And they got serious. And I was working up pictures that I took at Hastings over the weekend of them roping. And interestingly enough, those horses are just in step together. I noticed Cooper doesn't even look at where his horse is headed. The horse just, once he gets that rope on the he's a heading horse, and once he gets rope on that head of that steer, he doesn't even look. The horse is doing it. He's looking back at the steer, seeing how far he has to pull him or drag him for Zach to get rope on the hind legs. So anyway, we like to honor our youth of our county, and we're really proud of these two guys from Blaine County right now. And there's many other high school rodeo students that have done well and are going. There's a couple from the Thedford area and here in Broken Bow, and it just goes on. So anyway, enough of that. So you guys, where do you want to go this summer? Where do you want to go look at a nice museum? And Carroll is listed too, by the way, that's on our byway. And
well, the one thing that jumped out to me right away, Linda, is the number of museums that are on here. And boy, you talk about a fun, I mean, this would be a few days of travel to just start at one end of the state, go to the other end of the state, enjoy Nebraska, and take in these museums. What a great trip that would be, because I didn't realize there were this many, I'll be honest.
There's 27 listed, and they want to do some more next year. So I just think this is Custer County Historical Society is on there. I failed to mention them. I'm headed down there in a little while. I have some things from our museum that belong in Custer County. So what time do they open, by the way? 10?
I'm not sure. 10? It might even be 9.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
One of those
I'm going to stop by. That is a very interesting museum that you have here.
Yes, and they've had some. I know Tammy's been out here to visit about some of the things that they've had going on this summer, and it is a great place. A lot of people stop by now for to research their genealogy.
Yes.
Here in Broken Bow.
They have a wonderful library of that and all the pictures and everything. So anyway, yes, and staying in Nebraska with the gas prices being what they are, we are encouraging people to take shorter trips and stay longer. I just was reading on the internet a news item about Yellowstone flooding. Have you seen those pictures up there? The highways are being wiped out. There's houses falling off the banks, and Yellowstone is closed. So what the news article said was, get ready, Black Hills, because the tourists will be. They're headed that way, but they can't go there, so they're going to be going somewhere else, and the Black Hills is another place for them to go. And here along our byway, the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway, we are a direct route to the Black Hills. And I'm seeing fifth wheels go by, a lot of ATVs go to the Halsey Forest. People are going, and I always say this, to Merritt to fish. I see boats going by. So I would hope that people do take the shorter trips but stay longer, or go more places with these shorter trips, because there's things to see in these local areas.
Absolutely.
So, and family friendly. That's always important. Everything's family friendly when you're traveling like this. To museums, etc. So,
well, and I think too, when people make these trips, I'm looking at some of the places that are on the list. You get to experience the pride people have in their community too, which I think is pretty neat.
Yes.
So, we were talking before we came on the air. Can we talk a little bit about the award that you guys got? I think this is pretty neat.
Yes. Last month in Leavenworth, Kansas, was a byway. It was an award ceremony for the the byways. I'll just put it that way. And Terry Licking went, and she's from Thedford. She's our past president. And the Polar Bear Tank Race won an enhancement award, and it's, oh my gosh, it's a big, big award for them to win. And they've been doing this, what did I tell you, 17 years, it seems like, when I was here?
Yeah, I think maybe,
I think
somewhere around
12
there.
to, I'd have to ask Patty Glidden.
Yeah.
My years all run together, but it's in March of the year, and sometimes it's kind of cold like it was this year, and other times it's wonderful. But you're down in the Middle Loop River between these hills, and, you know, the wind isn't bad because you're so deep in the hills, but and it's not froze over, it's still flowing, and it's just a wonderful event for people that have never tanked, and to do it in the winter, it's unusual for those people, but once they do it, they want to come back, and this is a very big deal for them to win this award, so we are proud of them.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, this is a national award, right? Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It was wonderful, so
yeah,
we have a lot of things to do on our byway, just
absolutely.
Always.
Yes.
So.
And this is a good time of the year to take those things in.
We have county fairs coming up, gentlemen. My goodness.
We do. They'll be
let's-
here before you know it.
I just asked you, who is your big name coming? You want to tell the listening audience?
Casey Donahue Band, right?
Yep.
Yeah, is going to be the main act. They're going to move it to a Saturday night.
Good.
After the parade. Going to do the parade and then the concert out at the fairgrounds. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And then, of course, the bull riding and bullfighting events are back for entertainment this year. So, a lot of things going on with the Custer County Fair and other fairs, too, around the area.
Excuse me.
Some of our smaller counties and communities, they know how to put on a fair, too, and they do a great job of it.
Yes.
So,
it's good economic development for our counties, too, because Grandma and Grandpa want to come see their grandchildren show their steers or see their rabbits, you know. There isn't as many cattle being shown as there was when I was young, but horse is a big deal. Horse for 4-H'ers is a really big deal, and that's good. There's a lot of kids riding horses, and that's a good pastime for them. Gets them outside.
Absolutely. Linda, we were talking about Wander, Nebraska. You were talking about picking up one of these booklets, and then as you visit these different museums, you get a sticker and everything. How long does this go on? Is this, do you know?
I think till, let's see here, does it?
It says...
all maps due by September 15th.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, that sounds, thank you for that. See, now you got an A on your test.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
I was sitting out here reading before I came in, and I'm like, wow, that's cool, you know, Mary County Historical Society, look at that building. And anyway, we have people coming into the Sandhills Museum in Dunning asking for these already.
Good.
And actually, the first visitor Memorial Day weekend that we opened, this gentleman was from Burwell, and he came in and he said, I just love this museum. And I said, well, do you know about Wander, Nebraska? And he said, no. So we talked about it, and he said, well, I travel all the time to see museums. So this was perfect for him. Yesterday we had people from eastern Nebraska, and well, one family was from Stapleton and then the other from Eastern, and so they're doing this too.
Good.
Only they forgot their books, so I gave them each a sticker, and they stuck it in their pocket to put it in the book, and so that's cool.
Yeah, that is. Absolutely. Well, as you said, Linda, a lot of things going on, and a great time to get out and tour the byway and what's on the byway, and just tour the state of Nebraska.
Yes.
So.
And I want one more thing to add is you have a farmer's market down here on Thursday mornings. Is that correct?
Yeah, Market
Around-
on the Square.
Yes. I wish today was Thursday. I'd like to. I guess there's treats of all kinds.
Oh, the
and
square
there's
comes
vendors.
alive on Thursday, and let me tell you.
Wow. Can we maybe move this? No.
Well, you need to just stay over.
Yeah,
just
there
stay.
you go. Just turn around, come back tomorrow.
There you go.
Well, you know, we'll all be in the hayfield pretty soon, and so maybe planning a trip on Thursday morning for repairs and
There you go.
groceries. You you can stop at the farmer's market because the produce will be coming before too long.
Yeah.
And my goodness, I planted some potatoes. I've not done this before in lick tubs. Wow, they're popping clear up out of the lick tubs.
Really?
And yes. And I have beans going, and I'm not a gardener, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And I'm having good luck.
Good.
So anyway.
Anything else you want to share, Linda? Did we touch on the highlights at least?
I think so for now. I do want to add, I was, as I said, at the barn, and they're talking about the sod, and now we've got this moisture. So they're looking to figure out a date when they can start working on that sod house. Mike Evans was out there putting in steel posts the other day where it's going to be, and I just saw he got Citizen of the Year by the Elks.
From
Mike
the
Evans?
Elks, yeah. Yeah.
That's an honor.
Him and his
Wow.
wife, yep. They donate salt free of charge. They've done that for years to help with the tanning of the hides for that Elks program where they make gloves for veterans in wheelchairs.
Okay, I hadn't had time to read the article. I just saw it, and well, good for them.
Yeah.
That's nice. So anyway, probably next month, Mike and Rick will come in and talk to you about the sod house again, because that's got to go up. And did you get rain last night here? We got a nice rain in Dunning.
A sprinkle.
Just a sprinkle?
We did. The weather sheet said a trace.
Oh, well.
The smallest sprinkle possible.
We got more than a trace in Dunning, let me tell you. It poured.
Came down, huh?
It started about 1 o'clock, and it rained. It was nice. I mean, no wind, but it really came down for a little while.
Yeah.
But these rains are very spotty this year, and so anyway, I was, as I said, in Hastings the other day and came back along too, and there's terrible hail damage down the road here to the east, and trees are stripped and fields are pounded, so we don't need any more of that.
No, we don't. That's for sure.
And it's going to be hot this summer, or not summer, this weekend.
Yes, it is going to get
What,
hot.
103?
That's what I heard.
correct?
Hundreds over the weekend.
So go to the pool.
There you go. And put on the sunscreen.
Go tanking.
there you go.
Tubing. Go
tanking's a
kayaking.
good idea.
Whatever. There we go. So thanks again to Custer Federal for allowing the Byway this opportunity. It is greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Well, Linda, thank you for coming in, and we will encourage everybody to wander Nebraska.
Thank you.
All right. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
At Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, improving the quality of life of our residents is priority number one. We offer a unique assisted living lifestyle home for those suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. When you add that to a safe and nurturing home-like environment, as well as staff that are specially trained in dementia care, providing 24 hours of loving support, you have a family-like atmosphere that makes residents feel right at home. Contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow at 872-6387 for more information or stop in for a tour.
The longer the Secret Garden is around, each year the bigger the anniversary savings get for you. They're celebrating their 19th anniversary with 19% marked off home decor, only excluding willow tree and candles. Plants are on sale as well, and make sure to enjoy a delicious smoothie or frappe while you shop. Open this Friday 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturday 8:30 to 4:30. Catch them Thursdays in the Broken Bow Square as well. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
The Calloway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Calloway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information. They've got some great gifts for you, Brent.
Oh, good.
Beard kits, beard oil.
What?
For that beard you're going to grow, right?
Beard?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, tell what they have. What oil you just put on your face and it helps you grow a beard?
I'll tell you. No. It's to moisturize your skin underneath of your beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll be the first to tell you when you grow any bit. Yeah, I use beard oil, and if you don't, your face gets really dry. If you have a beard and you haven't tried beard oil, pick some up at Brew Bakers. They also have multi-tools and more man wash, man lotion, man shave, everything with man in front of it.
Okay.
Beard kits, first aid kits, fish and water decor, perfect for the lake house, and other wall hangings, perfect for Dad's man cave. Grill Sergeant, rubs, barbecue sauce, jellies, and dip mixes, and of course Father Day cards as well. They have a sale coming up. Don't forget about this, June 21st through the 25th. The boss is going to be out of town. Headed to market in Dallas, so they decided to have a sale. 20% off merchandise in their store the 21st through the 25th. Check them out on Facebook, and they post pictures up there of new items that they get in. So coffee with a friend is always a good idea, especially when you're doing some shopping at the same time. Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Tuesday to Friday 8 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 3.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Stay tuned. News is next.
Spring and summer fun is upon us. Here at Team Physical Therapy, we want to get you ready and keep you healthy all year long. If you are having trouble getting back into shape, call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. We are highly trained in sports injuries that you may be experiencing. Whether it's a muscle strain, shin splints, foot, knee, or shoulder pain, let your movement rehabilitation specialist get you in shape for summer fun. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Calloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Calloway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Summer is finally here. Burning Bank can help with your summer travel and fun with our new My Card feature on our Burning Bank app. Are you budgeting for your summer activities? Easily track your recent debit card transactions. Are you traveling for vacation? Simply plug in your destinations to make spending money wherever you are easy and convenient. Misplaced your debit card? Shut your card off with the flip of a switch. No matter where the summer takes you, Burning Bank is always here. Download our Burning Bank app today and check out the My Card feature. Burning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. We're waiting on word of a new move by the Federal Reserve to tamp down soaring inflation. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
It's expected to raise interest rates by 0.75 percentage point today, the biggest one-time hike in nearly 30 years. Tuesday's wild market swings ended down, fueled by fears the Fed will go too fast.
The Dow's opened 230 points higher. Americans stopped spending as much in May. Retail sales fell 0.3% over the month before.
Inflation is a problem. Groceries are more expensive. Fuel prices go up.
The government's report cites declines in car and consumer electronics sales. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says Tesla's reported 273 crashes involving its autopilot system over the past 10 months. Honda reported 5 tied to crashes that involve driver assist systems. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Ralph Irvin.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals not until Thursday. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final not until tonight. So plenty of Major League Baseball from Tuesday, including the Dodgers snapping a 3-game losing streak. They beat the Angels 2-0. The Halos have lost 17 of their last 19 games. Eugenio Suarez, Ty France, each going deep. Seattle shut out Minnesota 5-0. The Giants 4-2 winners over Kansas City. San Francisco only 5 hits in that contest. Cincinnati has taken 3 straight. Tuesday, they scored twice in the 12th to escape with a 5-3 win at Arizona. Jose Ramirez, an RBI double in the 10th, lifting Cleveland past Colorado 4-3. In San Diego, a 12-5 winner over the Chicago Cubs. Luke Voit, 5 RBI in the Padres win. They are just behind the Dodgers in the National League West. Atlanta's won 13 straight. They dropped Washington 10-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, a slight chance for a shower or storm ending early on, otherwise clearing skies into the afternoon with high temperatures in the lower 80s. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies will drop back to a low of 55. Heating up on Thursday to a high of 92 with lots of sunshine, and that warming trend continuing even into your Friday as well, a high of 96 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Hi, everybody. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ. We used to hear it all the time. If you want to live forever, make Jesus Lord of your life. But I've got news for you. We're all going to live forever. The only question is, where? If you have questions, we have answers. Give us a call, 872-2618, Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
60 degrees currently at our KCNI KBBN studios, 9:06 the time. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday morning. Brent and Jeremy with you here in the studio. Jeremy, let's go to the movies.
All right, let's do that.
I went to the movies. I finally saw it.
Finally saw Top Gun Maverick,
I saw Top Gun Maverick.
Awesome.
I was not disappointed. But I will say, and I don't know if other people have picked this up. Now, of course, I grew up, everybody knows this, grew up in the 80s. Top Gun, of course, was one of the biggest movies of the decade. And now they finally came out with a sequel. I thought the movie did such a great job of kind of honoring the original. It was, I thought, extremely well done. But there was one phrase that I was waiting the entire movie for, and I don't think I ever heard it.
And that was?
The need. The need for speed. I was waiting the whole movie for it. I don't think I ever heard it.
Well, we were treated to a lot of, throwbacks to the original movie, though.
Yes.
That were amazing. But really, I thought, the plot of the movie, and you knew there were going to be some certain things that they would just refer back to from the previous movie, but I think that it was not overdone.
No.
They could have gone way over the top with, making it too much about the last movie, but it had its own storyline, which I appreciated. So Top Gun Maverick, still in the movie theaters at Fox Theater right now. Showings Friday at 7:10, Saturday and Sunday. They've got a 4:10 and a 7:10 showing. Those Saturday and Sunday afternoon showings are really nice.
They are.
You can go and catch a movie and then go home and eat dinner or catch some food. Eat dinner and a movie,
I went this past Sunday to the afternoon show, and of course Jurassic Park was opening last weekend. Oh man, the people at the Fox Theater. It was just great to see.
Yeah.
And then when we all kind of got out at the same time, it was, I think they had a really good weekend, and it was just really neat to see everybody out at the movies.
Yes, that's great. And Jurassic World Dominion, that's still going on. Both of those are PG-13 movies, but Family Camp, which has been getting some really good reviews. James Clang was in last week and said that's a great family movie to go and see. That's a PG flick. Now that ends tomorrow on Thursday. That is its last day. Now you can check that out at 7:20 both today and tomorrow if you'd like to see that one. Also, don't forget the Wednesday movie of the day, their $2 summer movie series showing at 2 o'clock this afternoon, sponsored by Markham Construction, is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. That's a nice, good family movie to go and see. If you've got some free time today in the afternoon, go and check that out at the Fox Theater. So let's see what's coming up. Oh, been interested to see what this one is all about. The movie Lightyear, which basically gives Buzz Lightyear's backstory, is how I understand it, right?
I think you could be right. I mean, it's all centered around, I know, the Toy Story character Buzz Lightyear. So that's about all I know about it.
That's rated PG, and obviously they've made a lot of those Toy Story movies. What a franchise, right?
Oh, they were great movies.
So if it's anything like that, it's going to be a great movie. That starts on Friday, and then it joins Jurassic World Dominion and Top Gun Maverick in the movie theaters. And next week, the 22nd, the $2 summer movie series continues. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, is going to be showing next Wednesday at 2 o'clock. They've got some other really good shows and movies that are coming to the theater. Expected to bring in that movie called Elvis. That one looks pretty good. Minions, Rise of Gru. I can't get enough of the Minions movies, and I love those things. And Thor, Love and Thunder, which
can't wait for that one.
Which looks funny and entertaining. It looks great. So Fox Theater, watchthefox.com, the place to go to keep up with everything Fox Theater related. Sounds like they've got another location that's going to be opening up in Central City, right?
I think so, yeah.
And
Central
then they've got,
City,
of course, the Cozad location and the Broken Bow location. Check them out.
All right. When Trish was here with Designs of Distinction earlier, of course, Trish is, I know, active in the Broken Bow Area Rotary Club, and she was reminding us about their golf tournament, which is coming up this week. But I think they are also joining teammates, not just for the golf tournament, but for a burger bash this week, too. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the burger bash is tomorrow from 4:30 until 7 o'clock at the grocery cart. They thank them for helping them out and putting on a burger bash. And then on Friday, it's the 3rd annual Service Above Self golf tournament at the Broken Bow Golf Club. 2-person scramble, $60 a team. Sign-ins at 1 o'clock. They'll start playing at 1:30. You can sign in that day, or you can pre-register by emailing brokenbowrotary@gmail.com. Former Cornhusker and Teammates CEO Des Moines Adams is going to be there flipping hamburgers and hot dogs starting at 11. So go and fill up your belly and then hit the course. That's the perfect way to do that. He'll be on the at the grill on the patio at the golf club, and they'll have a 50-50 cornhole tournament that starts at 11 as well. So you can go and play some cornhole, eat, hang out, and then go and hit the links. Proceeds from this event all go to the Broken Bow Teammates Program and the Broken Bow Area Rotary Club. They don't send anyone home empty-handed. They've got some great prizes at this golf tournament, thanks to Nebraska State Bank, Runza, Melham Medical Center, Adams Land and Cattle, BD, Geared for Sports, Legends, First State Bank, Broken Bow Area Rotary, Designs of Distinction, and the Smoke Shack. So, Burger Bash, grocery cart, 4:30 until 7 tomorrow, and then the golf tournament at 1 o'clock on Friday.
Members of the radio station have went over and played in this the previous 2 years. We're not going to be able to play in it on Friday because you and I are going to be headed to cover the special MNAC versus MAC All-Star basketball games in Sutherland on Friday, but I just thought of something.
What's that?
Do you think if we contacted them, they would let you and me go over Thursday, play 9 holes, and then we'll just hand in our card.
We'll just
hand in our score. No one needs to golf with us. Nobody needs to watch us or anything. We'll just hand in our score. What do you think? Think they'd let us do it?
I almost think that when our score comes in last, that's more embarrassing. I'd much rather come in last on the day of rather than, turn in a scorecard.
I don't think you're following me.
Oh,
what I'm saying is we'll go over on Thursday. We'll hand in our card with nobody watching us. We'll just hand in our card with a score on it.
Gotcha.
Following me?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down now.
Okay. I don't know if they'll let us do that or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
All right. Let's see here. Let's take a little bit of a break, little music break coming up. Thanks for listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you can get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. The typical family saves $500 a month switching to MediShare. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. It's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network, so yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. If you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number you need. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866